Well, good morning, and thank all of you for joining us today for this major announcement that we have. It's truly an exciting day for the state of Alabama. Please be seated, everybody. It's truly an exciting day for the state of Alabama, and as all of you know, throughout the time that we've served in office, our number one goal has been to try to create jobs for the state of Alabama and for the people of Alabama. And I am pleased today to announce 650 new highly skilled jobs are coming to Tuscaloosa. SMP Automotive Systems is making a $100 million project that's being built, 700,000 square foot facility in Tuscaloosa. This new company is an automotive supplier to a number of vehicles across the world, but here in Alabama they will be a supplier for Mercedes, and they will be located close to the Mercedes plant. This company is a leading expert in plastic technologies, and it's a system partner in the automotive industry. SMP will supply, as I said, Mercedes and Vance. In Alabama, we've made a lot of strides in the automotive industry. And in fact, we're one of the leading states in the country in the production of automobiles. This next year, the state of Alabama will produce over 1 million automobiles, and that is very significant, and it compares very well for this state compared to other states in this country. When we think 20 years ago, we produced no automobiles, and next year we'll be producing 1 million. Andreas Hauser, thank you for investing and believing in Alabama. Where is Andreas? There he is.
Thank you.
Let me tell you a little bit about this great company. It is one of the world's top auto parts makers, and we appreciate so much that they have established their U.S. base right here in the state of Alabama. SMP is a key player in the global automotive business. The company has more than 10,000 employees on 4 continents. Alabama, as we've already said, is a major automotive manufacturing state. Construction for SMP Automotive Systems is scheduled to begin at the end of this year. Today is a special day for Alabama, and I want the city and the county elected officials to give themselves a hand, because you know, this is a cooperative effort, and if it were not for local, city, and county leaders and our IDA, if it were not for these people in a local area, no companies would be located in the state of Alabama. They're the most important. And then we try to help on a state level, and I appreciate so much our Secretary of Commerce, Greg Canfield, he's here with us today. And our Department of Commerce and all of the people who work at the Department of Commerce. When one part of the state succeeds, like we're talking about Tuscaloosa, our entire state succeeds. Thank you all for being a part of this special occasion. And pretty soon now, SMP Automotive Systems will be producing automotive parts, and they will stamp it, made in Alabama. I look forward to getting an update now as the progress goes on for this great facility. Now, Andreas, I have something special that I want to give you, so that, if you will come forward, so that you will always remember where you are in the great state of Alabama.
Thank you very much.
So I'd like to present that to you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Now, I would like to ask Andreas Hauser if he will come forward and speak to us and tell us more about this great facility that they're building and what it means to them to be in the great state of Alabama. Andreas?
Thank you. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Mr. Governor. It's a great pleasure and a great honor for us as the Samvardhana Motherson Group to be here today to be part of the announcement made for our new plant coming up in Tuscaloosa. I think my impression is that Mr. Governor is so well informed that I have not much to add to all what he has said on the announcement. I think, let me give you a short background on the company. Samvardhana Motherson is an Indian-based family business. We started our business, Mr. Vivek Chand Sehgal has started the business in 1975. And since then, we have been growing, and we are right now present in more than 25 countries all over the world, employing more than 70,000 people globally. And when we got the chance and the trust of our customer, Daimler, to come into the US, we have visited Tuscaloosa area, we have visited Alabama, and I would really like to thank the government authorities for the hospitality, for the support, which has been granted to us from the first day. And I think we have important meetings in the afternoon to conclude whatever has been discussed. But I think I can really say that so far it has been a great experience for us to work with all the government authorities, with all the people involved in the project. I would take the chance as well to thank our customer again to give us the trust and the confidence that we are able to build these high technical parts for them here in Tuscaloosa. But I think let me use a very common and known slogan here in Alabama. I think already after the first visit, we have understood why the people are saying home sweet Alabama. And I think, thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Governor, for the time. Really a pleasure and an honor for us to be here. Thank you.
Well, first I'd like to thank the governor, who has made economic development and particularly manufacturing job recruitment a number one priority. He believes, like most of us do, that most good things in life start with a good job. And his priority on being a spokesperson and creating an environment where this kind of investment can take place, we very much appreciate that, Governor. And you have got a wonderful man with boots on the ground in Greg, who tells the Alabama story very effectively, and this is a result of that. This SMP company, of course, would be an interesting announcement if it were only based on the 600 plus jobs and the almost $160 million initial investment. But it's further important because it continues to add to our automotive cluster in the Tuscaloosa region, which is certainly one of the largest in the Southeast now, and maybe based on the numbers that the automotive industry is experiencing here in Alabama, perhaps one of the largest in the country now. It also adds to the international presence. This is particularly interesting to us because in this company we find Indian ownership with Indian expertise and innovation coupled with German management and innovation. So it's a very interesting aspect to the increased international presence in our state. To Mr. Hauser and also Jahar, and also Mr. Cole Morgan, and to the owners of SMP, to the board of directors and all the people that went into this decision. We very much appreciate it. We too, Governor, look forward to the time when West Alabamans will be involved in making SMP products with a Made in Alabama label. Thank you.
Well, good morning. Mr. Hauser, it's a pleasure to have an opportunity to visit with you today. We look forward to growing this relationship over time. We also appreciate, Jahar, your presence here today with us, and look forward to strengthening that bond and the relationship as we move forward. And Jorg, thank you for the opportunity to visit with you as well. You know, we haven't had a long time to visit with this particular company except for the fact of working through the discussions and the negotiation of this project. And during that time, we have come to learn one thing, and that is that this company is a worldwide contender, a company that is top of its form, that is performing at the highest quality, and is indicative of the type of company that is important to Mercedes-Benz and to the quality that is perceived and enjoyed by customers of Mercedes-Benz. One of the things that Governor Bentley has charged the Department of Commerce with is to recruit quality companies to the state of Alabama that bring quality jobs and provide high-wage quality opportunities for Alabamians across this great state. SMP and the family of the Motherson Group of companies represent the epitome of that type of quality company that we are pursuing each and every day. The jobs that will be created from this project and the capital investment from this project will all inure to the benefit of the state of Alabama and to residents of this great state all over north, south, and east and west. As the governor said, it hasn't been too long ago that Alabama produced 0 cars, no automobiles. But in 1997 and since that time, the state of Alabama has moved to the 4th largest state in terms of vehicle production, last year producing just under 1 million units of automobiles by Alabama employees. And what is probably the untold story is the role that companies like SMP play, a very vital role, providing jobs that support the OEMs. And so we will continue this effort. We will continue to provide good jobs for Alabamians, and with Governor Bentley's leadership, we will continue to have success in recruiting great companies like SMP. Welcome to Alabama.